All right, we are live. So I know I said I was going to do a live stream last night. I ended up getting stuck late at work, and so now we're here. I was working till 11 p.m. last night, and I'm like, I got home, and I'm like, I'm going to bed. I'll wake up and do it first thing when I wake up. So I literally just woke up at 9 o'clock, 15 minutes ago. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hop over here, jump on the thing, and do the live stream because this is something I'm looking forward to. So yeah, let's not waste any time. I know the shifting of the times means I'm probably not gonna get a lot of people here. Don't really care. I still want to do this, and then hopefully this one can stay up as a video so people, if you guys can watch it later. So with that in mind, oh, Willa Bald, hey man, good to see you, bro. How we doing? I know. I was gonna do last night, but I got stuck till I had to work till 11 p.m. last night. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing it. When I got home, I'm like, no, there's no way I'm doing that. So I literally, same. I woke up 15 minutes ago, 9 a.m. for me. I slept in a little bit, and I just hopped right in the stream. We're gonna do this. We're doing it now. We're doing it live. We'll do it live. We're gonna do it live. One Piece. Now the benefit of working this whole weekend and just being so caught up with that is I have no clue the deal with this One Piece chapter. I have no idea what's going on. And obviously, I never know what's going on with Kagurabachi because there aren't a lot of leaks for Kagurabachi. But I don't know nothing about this One Piece. But look, it's Hachi. Family of Sheep Knitting Hachi 6 Gloves by Mrs. Fuji. It's been a while for these. We're not going to get a cover story theme yet, or a cover story. I think a cover story. I mean, interesting. All right. That same year, 15 years ago, around the world, they're saying those giants in the Navy played a crucial role once again. That's so great to hear. I used to think they were scary. Now I wish I could meet one someday. Is there any way to get more shipped here? Folks can't get enough of that Elbaf seafood. Yeah, I bet. Good Elbaf cedar. It's quality. Wait, good Elbaf cedar. The wood. It's quality stuff. Too bad it's so hard to ship. See, now, is that the wood that we're talking about that Frankie used to build the Sunny? I'm not sure. Not sure. I wasn't even home yesterday, so I got lucky you postponed the stream. Perfect. It all works out, man. Elbaf, New World. And once again, our dream of being part of the world government comes true. I think that we should build a cruise ship so we could travel freely to our fellow nations. To the rest of the world, we are just a very curious minority. That's a weird phrase. There are so many different people in so many different countries. They each have cultures worthy of respect, and as we come in contact with them, Elbaf will gain more friends and more wisdom. And they're all cheering. This is finally his dream. He did it. Hooray for Harold. It's going to come at a price, though. We're almost there, my countrymen. Our future is bright. And then, these guys are like, guess the warrior business is dead. We'll see to it, Ida. I will see it through, Ida. The Walrus School. And there we go. Little kiddos playing. This is thanks to you, Saul. A lot more healthy and kids swinging swords. There, she. That's I don't know what that means. What's it mean? Oh, Adam wood. Right. So I guess that's different than just like the normal wood they have. All right. Don't it scare you thinking about what you're losing, Harold? I no longer think of military might as our national strength. Ida taught me everything I know. The fact that I met her is my lifelong treasure. Yeah, she's dead. That was kind of implied by the way he said it earlier, but R.I.P. Ida. Hey, Harold, you've really changed. When I first came here, I was terrified of all the civil wars. But you've changed this country bit by bit. Children studying hard, bright and cheerful laughter. It's like a different country completely. Old practices, strange customs. We ought to throw all the bad habits of our warrior past. Really? But I like warrior's pride. I think it's cool. You ought to treasure your culture. Well, what about the fact you weren't allowed to marry? I've never gotten over that. It's crazy they're both giants, and like, just look at the size. Like, she's a abnormally small giant. He's like a abnormally big giant, but it's just still giants. You told him you wanted to make me your true wife, didn't you? That's so sweet of you. You're my big sweetie. What about Loki? He'll be Hadruden's little brother. How's that? To me, that's what he's always been. No, this is nice. This is nice. You know, a nice little moment here. Just hearing that from you will keep me fed for months. But really, I don't mind. You're everyone's king, Harold, not just mine. We're almost there then, are we? That's right, Ida. Very soon, we'll be connected to the rest of the world, and our world will grow to be millions of times larger than before. Then we'll do what we used to do, and travel all over. And go traveling all over. And this is, when they were younger, he was traveling. That sounds fantastic. I can't wait. Neither can I. And then... Damn, dude. Yeah, and he's like, no, he's got to leave. And then, oh, there's these guys. I was gonna say that's Ripley. Oh my god, it's been so long. I don't even remember these guys. This is bad. Road. Chungo guy. Hadruden, obviously. And yeah, he's crying. Loki can't even see her because he's in Damn, dude. But he's gonna. Damn, dude. It's his crew. I forgot what the girl. Like Ripley, it's the girl. Road. I'm looking up Hadruden's crew. How do you Hadruden's crew, One Piece. I'm on the way here. Anyway, I'll share my tab so you guys can see what I'm doing. Get out of here. Get out of here. Road, Goldberg, Gerd. I remember that. Okay. Road, Goldberg, and Gerd. They're there for Ida's death. Uh-oh. Wait, give me a second. Excuse me. All right. 14 years ago, Sacred Marijois. Shanks has gone missing. Yes. And once his current mission was complete, he was on track to be made a fully fledged knight. As his backup, this means you have a golden opportunity. Will you take it? Of course. I want to join the Knights of God. It means that Elbaf will be allowed to join the government. Congratulations. The Great One trusts you. What a long haul it's been. And you will be known as the king who changed Elbaf's history forever. Actually? Yeah, look at this. 5 elders. Oh, we're about to see Emu. Okay. On that day, Elbaf is entered into the world government, and I plan to abdicate the throne. Someone younger and purer deserves to be our new king. That is for Mu to decide. And look at Mu on his throne. He's still a little taller. He's still taller. Why is someone sitting on the empty throne? Come closer. I have been watching thee, Harold. And he's like yelling and looks like the cat, throughout the whole Holy Land. There's strength. It's rippling through me. It's almost frightening. So this is the oh crap! I forgot the different levels of the charm or whatever. Technically they're not wrong. And now he is immortal. It chills the spine. He is more than a monster. At this point, he's a weapon. Right, I was gonna say, you give him the immortal, like Hadruden's already a beast, probably a top tier. I mean, he was boxing with rocks. And now you give him the immortal Holy Knight's power on top of that, that's just gonna help him. That's gonna put him in a new tier. Now, long last, thou art undying knight in service to Mu. Undying. It still doesn't feel real. Thou wilt create an abyss on Elbaf that will be, I hate this stupid, that will be thy bond to us. And when thou hast complete thy final duty after that, let's have a toast. And he's just, happy. Thy wish will be granted. Elbaf will be welcomed among the world government's member nations. Welcome home, King Harold. And he's getting a hero celebration upon his return. Whoa, what happened? Aura's Castle. Yes, so now we're finding out why there was a demon portal in the middle of King Harold's throne room. What did you just say, oh great Emu? Use thy entire country to form an army of warriors. Thou will build a giant fleet to rival the navy and act for the benefit in the world. That is thy... Wait, no, stop. I've been doing all this to help Elbaf escape the cycle of fighting. Of course, I've always intended to allow those who wish to enlist in the Navy to do so, but not like this. Who's His Majesty talking to in there? Oh, no. He disagreeing with them, and now it's... Thou said history would be atoned for. Thou said is... Thou say... Is it sadist? Thou said it's history... I can't do this language, bro. Would be atoned for. Thou saidest thou would be a slave. Oh my god. I hate this old English, bro. I'm struggling, man. Yes, but only myself. History is not so light that it can be shouldered by thee alone. Do not speak back. Thou canst disobey Mu. Those who have accepted the Depth's covenant are given immortality and strength, but must obey orders in return. Huh? Think what thou wilt. I will have my way. I can't stop. I'm being controlled. And Elbaf with me. There was never any intent to bring us into the circle of the... Sorry, man. It's like, I know there's more to that sentence. Circle of the world. Damn you, Emu. Yeah, he's finding out that you cannot make a deal with Emu. It's going to be, you know what I mean? Technically, this is how English was. Yeah, for real. Oh my god, I'm struggling. Thou saidst was it, though thee, thy, blah blah blah. Guards to arms! Were you planning to make the warriors of Elbaf your slaves? What is it, your majesty? Is someone in there? Bring me chains. Tie me to this pillar. Act quickly. Call Chief Jarul and my sons. I'm pretty sure Hadruden is at the sea right now. And Prince Loki is still in a cell for that thing he did. I cannot resist. What's the matter, your majesty? Just release him. Underworld holding cells. You're freed, Loki. Report to Aura's castle immediately. The king calls for you. Jarul's house. Urgently? Just a moment. What could it be? But now, let us return to the story. On this day, there was a terrible massacre inside the castle. And the most beloved ruler in the history of Elbaf, wise King Harold, perished. So we have finally made it to that day. We made it back to the beginning of this flashback. It only took like 15 chapters. It only took like 3 months. What chapter was the, what chapter? What chapter did the L Bath flashback start? It literally, so it's been 15 chapters. It was 153. And that came out in June. Nearly 6 months later, we are we've been in this flashback for 6 months. Wait, no. Yeah, six. Oh, I mean, July. So all July, August, September, October, November, December. I guess, yeah, about 5 months, 6 months. It's crazy. Why is our main villain so dumb? If Emu didn't force Harold, he would have automatically been following Emu's will slowly and indirectly to this day, slowly encouraging the Giants to join the Marines. So, I mean, that's true because it's like we know after this that Emu they don't go after the Giants again, as far as we know, until right now. You know what I'm saying? Until he sends the Holy Knights. He just sort of left the Giants alone for the better part of many years. Well, this is 15 years ago, right? So he left them alone for 15 years. And when he was, about to make them all join the army. So that's interesting. I'm sure we're going to get a better explanation for him. This is quick considering this is One Piece. True. I don't know about the wise King Harold. He almost led his race into becoming military slaves. Roxy was completely right. He must have been rolling in his grave watching. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's just Harold came from a good place, but he should never have trusted Emu. He should have never trusted Emu. That's the problem. But he really couldn't have known that. I think he was wise and stopping the whole one, like in his goal of like, look, we should join, the other nations of this world. We need their help. I mean, you see that when they had the famine and a bunch of, friendly nations brought them food and stuff. Like you need to be connected to the outside world and to stop just the ravage killing done by the Giants. So like in that sense, yes, he was very wise, but then he took it a little too far by joining up with Emu with this obviously like they got demon marks and all this type of stuff. Like obviously something's going on here. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to realize like, maybe these guys aren't the good guys, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. There's being naive and then there's Harold. Still better than Odin at least. Yeah, kind of. Bro's too innocent for this world. Yeah, I mean, it's like many One Piece characters. If it just wasn't for this evil world government, Emu, and all that, it would have been fine. But we're just getting more and more. We're learning more and more how Emu is just, destroying the world. And that's the point. That's the point of this show, of the entire series, is to turn you against your government. We want you to stand up and fight your government. But no, that's not what I said. Don't come. I am not suicidal. I'm not suicidal. All right. I'm joking around too much. All right, that sounds like One Piece. That sounds like... wait, what happened? Whoa. Oh, there I am. Okay. That sounds like One Piece. Now, you know what time it is. Willow Ball, that's true. That's true. You be seeing the flag out there. You be seeing the flag. Kagurabachi, 104. Brief recap, 103. Fantastic chapter. Absolutely. Look at this panel. Awesome. Sheba pulling up. We got spiders flying. We get sent up flying into the air with this crazy centipede. Samura uses Crow to teleport us all up into the air. Chihiro's pull-up game right behind him, doing his like Nishiki amped just piercing attack, going right through, stabbing Samura like through the chest, or not the chest, the thing. And then they use both of their Suzaku abilities, trying to get the Shinoichi, because yeah. So what does it say? Suzaku's power is healing, not just injuries, but it targets all irregularities in the body. Yura is wielding powers that are not his own. If the external powers he's channeling amount to a physical abnormality, they'll burn him up and sever Yura in the Shinichi. So that's their plan. Using Suzaku powers to force the Shinichi out of his body, I guess. Yeah. Bachi time, let's go. I'm not prepared. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do it. Are we doing double pages or single pages? Let me know. Brief recap of almost every chapter of Kagurabachi. Damn, that's crazy. Did not expect that holy aura dripping off the page. Yeah, we're gonna do a quick recap of everything up until this point, and then we'll jump in. We're gonna be here for 6 hours. All right, yeah, exercise his ass for real. What is this? Is this Yura with his girlfriend? What is going on here? Yura, is it ready yet? Almost. Hang on. It's so weird. I can't believe things are just back to normal. As we approach 1 month since the end of the war, efforts are... Oh, wait, no. Is this his... This is narrator? Okay. As we approach 1 month since the end of the war, efforts are underway to rebuild the war-torn nation area. Step by step. Oh, it's the radio. I'm a dumbass. Praying for peace, Master Swordsmith Kunishigi Rokuhira vows to enshrine the blades. All thanks to the war heroes? I know, right? This is like Yura this is normal looking Yura. What? Oh no. What like something must have happened. Single? Okay, so we'll go single. These must be Yura's memories. That day, I saw the right answer. I approve of the malediction. He must have lived in an area that was ravaged by the war. From now on, we can rest easy, knowing that they'll protect this country and all of us. Oh gosh, I'm dying. I'm so hungry. Just a minute. Heroes. It's just in the middle of this, like in the middle of this city, and they're just cooking them. That's a great panel. Only the Shinichi has the unique ability to transcend its eternal contract, allowing another, someone not contracted to the sword, to wield just the very tip of its powers. Okay, again, reminder. This is just the tip of the Shinichi's powers. We're not even close to full, even though it's Yura wielding it, it's still not even close. The price they pay is that it consumes their body. We know from the way the storehouse was collapsing on that day that it exhausts spirit energy of whoever governs that sorcery. To draw forth more of the Shinichi's powers, it forcibly alters the user's body. As a result, the more the body is consumed and the greater the power it can command, the flames of Suzaku repair that ravaged nervous system. And he's like in agony right now. Lies. To bring order to this world. Oh, saying that that's his goal. The Hishaku are behind all of it. It's all your fault. You call this the greater good, right? Remember the killings and the all, you can try to say, oh, the Hishaku have a good motive, but they're just, they've killed so many people. And sorry, now he's like, let it go. Let go the enchanted blade. Right, he's like, that's my dad. You need to let that go right now as he's burning him alive. Oh, does he land? We're back on ground. We only made the minimum sacrifices. Okay, that's the full sentence. We only made the minimum sacrifices necessary to wield the Shinichi. You think it's the Hishaku's fault? The world's hardly any different from before we began our crusade. the Raikuzaichi was operating for far longer. That's a good point. The Raikuzaichi was at the forefront of numerous illicit organizations that preyed on the defenseless. After the war, when sorcerers became a visible presence in society, their activities further intensified. You get much of lore. Not war, lore. After the war, for years, people everywhere were exploited and victimized. It was beyond the Kaminabi's control. Human beings can only do so much. They get sent flying again. But with the enchanted blades, with the Shinuchi, everything could have been different. The Hishaku's fault? Ooh, damn. Oh, and so I see. That's his girl his girl died, and that's why. Who sealed away the enchanted blades? Who held the means of eradicating evil and then just disappeared? Your father made. I gotta zoom out for this. Your father made the world like this. Okay, dude. Look at this. Awesome. Like we don't even see his backstory, and I already feel it. I'm like, yeah, no, it's. I'm feeling yours. I'm feeling yours character for sure right now. And we don't even like we didn't like all we got that little bit at the beginning, and then we see she's dead, and it's like you could put the pieces together. Why did you kill my? Yeah. Your father made the world like this. Wow. Damn, dude. Because he made. Yeah, no, I see what you're doing there. Why'd you kill my father? Because he made the world like this. Damn, dude. Jiro's like, shit. He's kind of right. It's okay. We've seen this panel of this sword state like 6 times in these last like 4 chapters. I'm not even joking. I hate to be that guy like, oh, he's bad, criticize the good art, but I'm like, you could draw another panel of the sword state, All right, he's on fire, but he's gonna launch a centipede while he's on. And I was gonna say, I think that's gonna work pretty well. And now they get sent flying apart. He crashes into a building. Yura crashes into the ground, and the vines are. Whoa, okay, they're starting to spread a little bit. Look at this. That's a little menacing. They're starting to spread. It's consuming him even more intensely. Today and that other time, I feel another presence. It must be the Swordmaster. Whether the Swordmaster uses the Shinuchi power to completely devour Yura's body, or whether Suzaku restores the body and expels the Shinoichi's encroachment. Sorry, I had a hard time saying that. Hangs in the balance of a tug of war. Right. The flames are. I guess the flames are still on him, and they're pushing against each other. Kiora contained it by sheer force of will. In other words, we never saw the full extent of how it consumed him. I have to stop it. Aka, Suzaku, and he's about to go again, and we're clashing. We're about to get a crazy. Damn. Holy shit. That's a panel. Woo! He's not entirely wrong. He's literally saying with great power comes great. Yeah, it's with great power comes great responsibility. Yeah. He's like, yeah, he had the power to end all this, but he chose to seal him up. But damn. Is he getting him through like it's his shoulder, I guess? Where is the Shinuchi right now though? Because they're about to clash and I don't even see his sword. Oh shit. And he cut him, and like yours, like, ugh, he's about to die. Oh, it's out of his hand. The last time Samura cast the flames, I merely ignited them. This time, I stacked it with my Aka. Right. Last time there were Samura's flames. Now we're throwing Chihiro's flames on top. So we got double flames on him right now. But it looks like he lost the Shinichi. This is cool. With a double Suzaku from both of us. Yeah, it's over. He's burning alive. Uh-oh. Cheers looking at him like thinking he's won, and he's not yet. Who are you? We were nobody. We were nobody, but we needed a hero. Relax. Is this when I should, he is kind of looking like the bad guy. Like, nuts. Nuts. It's so good. All right. I'll give your body back. Hand it over to me. I understand your situation very well. I'll be the hero. And he hands his... Oh, wait. I didn't even get a good look. We're going to switch back to double. Yeah. It hits hard. It hits harder because he's saying the same thing as Chihiro. The enchanted blades must be to vanquish evil and protect the weak. But Kunishige ignored that due to PTSD about the blade's power. Well, and he just figured it's like, no, I mean, it's probably better, these blades kill 250,000 people with these swords. Maybe we should just, yes, we could stop some evil, but it's not worth the lives that we would lose anyway, like the innocent lives that we could lose. I think he just was like, yes, that's a philosophy he held. He just didn't believe at all means necessary. You know what I mean? Yura is like, no, if we have the ability to do it, we're gonna kill them all. But all the bad guys. But Okihiro is like, no, I mean we should believe that, but I'm not gonna use my swords for it. Yeah, it's his PTSD about the swords. And maybe that I think Yura very much could be right in that idea that I'm trying to figure out how I want to phrase this. Like, yeah, he might be right that maybe having the swords out there is a good idea. Like I said, like if you equate them to nukes, like there was never another world war after we invented nukes. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. We had a Cold War instead. Many lives were saved because we didn't have World War III between the United States and Russia. The only reason we didn't get into war is because we were afraid of nuking each other. You know what I'm saying? Like end of the world type shit. So maybe having these, there's this argument to be made that having these weapons out here does kind of create peace, a level of peace. Not entirely, because we still had like the Vietnam or the Korean War and but like other wars still broke out, but there wasn't a giant catastrophic war. Yeah, I don't know. Notice how only the OG war veteran who accepts being a hero is the genocider. Kunishige, Samura, Aruha, all of them were denying that they were heroes. Ooh, you know what? I didn't even pick up on that. Yeah, you're right, because he did say he was a hero, and every single time, Samura, they're all like, no, we're not heroes. But he is the only one. Now I'm wondering if everyone in Hishaku lost someone or something to follow Yura so devotedly. Oh, they probably, I mean, these are all, I mean, Hakuri is, probably a special case because Yura sort of groomed him a little bit since he was a child. So that's different. But I'm saying like, yeah, in terms of like Uran, Bingo, Hakodu, maybe Hakodu. I think Hakodu just wants to fight. Actually, Hakodu just wants to smoke. But like all the older members of the Shaku, they probably they lost someone in the war, and Yura was able to convince them of his side of it. All right, let's do this final page. Oh no, dude, no! Come on! It's getting and look at that. He's hitting the Gojo. He's hitting the Gojo right now. But we're finally For the first, oh my god, sorry. For the first time, we are seeing the blade of the Shinichi, the Magatsumi. This is I love. Oh my god. So, the blades out of the sheath. I'm afraid this is being Samura's. This is, I think you mean beating even Samura's pay grade. Yeah. Well, and plus, I mean, last chapter, Samura, they got Samura's whole arm. I mean, maybe he could also Sojo's. Oh yeah, Sojo, yeah. But like, yeah, maybe even Samura. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, I mean, I could see Samura starting to die here. I mean, he's injured. Maybe he could heal his arm back and jump back in the fight, or maybe he just jumps in front of attack to save Chihiro. You know, it's unclear. Here's the thing: I don't know if the sword, because this is now the Sword Saint in Yura's body. I don't know if the Sword Saint would actually want to kill Chihiro. You know, that is his nephew right there. Like, does he actually want to kill Chihiro? He's never had any interaction. Obviously, Chihiro didn't even know he existed, but it's like, no, that's my, that's my sister's kid. As far as we understand it, that's my sister's kid. But, sorry, excuse me, jeez. What was I trying to say? Right, maybe he might not actually want to kill Chihiro. So maybe that won't be a situation. He's just trying to. I mean, he'll probably want to kill Samura. At least currently, yeah. Like once Chihiro gets in his face and starts yelling at him, I'm sure, as Chihiro does, he's like, "No, you're wrong. This is why." Like, once he starts doing that, maybe he'll try to kill him. But like right now, there's a blank slate between the Sword Saint and Chihiro. They don't know much about each other. And what if Sogo hates Kunishige? He kind of immediately accepts Yura's argument dissing his brother-in-law. Well, I think, yes, he can disagree with him, but like I would be. I mean, he's the one who made the weapon for him. And when he mentions like, is my brother-in-law dead? Like he doesn't. I read that as he's like, a little stolen, but he's like, it kind of. It had to be done in order to get him here. He didn't seem like he was like perfect. My evil plan is working out. It was more like, oh, all right, well, it had to happen. I don't think he was happy to hear that Kunishige was dead, even though what happened. That's how. I mean, that was my read of it. I mean, but we'll find out. But yeah, look, Sword Saint is now in Yura's body with the sword out. This is a good chapter. Holy crap. We got Yura back, like just a glimpse of Yura backstory. And I'm like, you know what? No, I mean, I don't need any more personally. You know what I mean? We got two pages and in a singular panel. And we fully understand. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I don't need any more than that, personally. And yeah, I mean, that was a good character work with Yura. Honestly, like before this, I wasn't. I mean, I'm going to say this. I'd always had I never loved Yura until like this section of this arc. Like I thought Yura was neat, but like I didn't really get him or whatever. And now he's evil. But like now we're starting to learn his motivations and stuff. Like that's really all I needed. And now I'm sure retrospectively, if I look back at Yura now, after just getting this, like, what we've learned in the past few chapters about Yura, I think I'm going to like him a lot more overall. This might be a situation when we need 5 enchanted blade wielders, or Shiba could actually do something. I appreciate Shiba evacuating people, but maybe you could get in here and like use your teleporting powers to aid the fight. You know, we need Shiba to pull up like Toto right here and just run ultimate support and just start swapping like teleporting these dudes around with them. He was just a normal guy who felt like the heroes failed him. Yeah. And then I'm really curious how to see, like, how did he get like so strong? You know what I mean? Because he's just like a normal guy, you know, however, like whenever the war happened, like, was it 20 years ago? I don't even remember how long ago the war happened. But he was just a normal dude. And now he's up, I mean, even before the Shinuchi powers, he's up here boxing with, you know, sword fighting with a Ruha, like an ex-enchanted blade wielder, Natsuki, who is, you know, again, an enchanted blade wielder level without the enchanted blade. I mean, like, he's an enchanted blade wielder's skill level for sure. Because they said he was as strong as his brother, and he's been training ever since. Like, he only would have been stronger than what his brother was, who was an enchanted blade wielder. So, like, he's able to fight with these high-level combatants. Hakodu, not to mind. And I think, yeah, I think we're going to need a little bit of explanation. We might need a little explanation how he got so strong. He reminds me a lot of the MCU take on Zemo. Oh, Zemo for, in Civil War. Ooh. Yeah, it's just like, it's just one guy got family killed, and then he just became the ultimate schemer and so far getting his way. I mean, I know what you hear on some are pressing him a little more than he was probably planning on, but just a guy manipulating basically God. Yes, right. He's like, I know I couldn't defeat you alone, but I know you could defeat each other. Or isn't that like a line I don't know what accent that was, but I think that's a line he says. One theory floating around, Yura's wife death panel showing her wearing what looks like a Kaminami uniform. Maybe that's how he actually knew the Starry Saint of the order maintained by the Kaminami. Oh, maybe his wife was a member of the Kaminami. I could see that. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, damn, very cool, man. Very, very cool. Yeah, the double, like, yes, like, cause I've kind of forgotten. I'm like, yeah, he didn't actually do his own Suzaku. It was Samura's Suzaku, and now they double up their Suzaku, and it's like, you think it's over, and he's like, relax, I'll be the hero. And now we're cooked. I mean, if we thought we were cooked before when Yura pulled out the Shinuchi powers, now we got like the Sword Saint himself using it. I mean, he, you know, not in his own hands, but the blade's coming undone. Again, we've been facing just a tip of this power. And so I don't know. Kazan isn't as stupid as we thought. He trusts the right guy for his ideals. No, Kazan's a bum. I don't want to go around here defending Kazan. That might be a little extreme. But very, very cool. Awesome, man. Yeah, this is Yura, just for this little bit, Yura's becoming, I'm liking Yura a lot more and more. I hope he doesn't die here. You know, I mean, I hope he doesn't like succumb to the Sword Saints you know, taking over his body. He said he would give it. He's like, no, I'm not gonna like steal it. I'll give it back, but like, just let me help you real quick. I love that. He's like, yeah, I'll give it back. Don't worry. This ain't like Sukuna taking over Yuji or Kurama taking over Naruto. And nothing like that. Just two villains working together. Sorry, I'm exhausted. This past 3 days, I worked 44 hours. So, I mean, in a 3-day period, I worked 44 hours of work. So, I don't even know what that comes out to, but making that money. So, sorry if I'm very, very tired right here. And yeah, do this. Yeah, your father made a world like this. Damn good, man. It's peak. Kagurabachi remains peak yet again. You know, is it? It's peak. Nothing more to say. I'm struggling on more to say. Let's check out Twitter. We do like to just scroll through the memes. It's not going to be as I like doing it like when we've just I'm sorry. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, so Twitter usually is better after, right after the chapter drops, but we can still check it out. When Hitler goes woke, what does that even mean? Why do we only use the death of women to help empower, develop male characters? What are you talking about? That's not a woman who died. That's not a woman. These aren't women. I'm so confused. Looking back, it's kind of crazy how much Yura's past as a nobody was staring at us in the face. He literally gets introduced among a crowd of faceless fodder, and he was just a normal dude who lost everything and was radicalized by it. Yeah. That's him right there. There's Yura. Our first appearance of Yura. And he was just like the one dude that was able to block him. The sentiment does really recontextualize a lot of the series up to this point, especially the Raikuzaichi. You can argue the whole reason why Yura didn't kill Chihiro then was so, as an enchanted blader, he could destroy the Raikuzaichi and prove his point. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, like he wanted him to stop it. Well, I don't know. He kind of said like, no, it was unnecessary. Minimum sacrifice is necessary. Yeah. Chihiro was literally cooking. He was literally cooking. His opinion that Kagurabachi kills off the wives in flashbacks and fridges. Well, who? Like, so, Chihiro's mom and then Samura's wife. Is that it? That's it, right? I mean, there's no other. What other moms die? No, there is one. Whose flashback have we seen? Oh, Char's mom. Char's mom. Yeah, true. Curry didn't have a mom. Maybe like the Ice Girl. Is that what we're saying? I don't know. Ice Girl. Oh, Ice Girl. I guess. All right. Well, Kyora's wife? Yeah, not really. No. The whole point is that he ignored his wife. He's like, I don't give a fuck about my wife. It's all for the Raikuzaichi. Samura is not motivated by his wife's death. It was just, a tragedy that happened to him on top of, what his motivation is. Yeah, I would say, Yura from what we've seen, and Hakuri with the Ice Girl. Yeah. Well, I kind of see it. Well, you know what? I think we're gonna wrap it up right there, actually, because like I said, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I think I'm gonna go to bed, but I still want to make sure I can get this live stream in. So I can see it with Inori and maybe Yura's wife until further context. But Night Ice Girl, Tenry is also fritten. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, let's I'm gonna wrap it up. Everyone's getting mad about this. Yeah, I'm trying to. All right. So I appreciate you guys. Shout out Kagurabachi. One Piece has been peak. 2 really good chapters. That Kagurabachi chapter was freaking awesome. One Piece was good too, but Kagurabachi, you know what I'm saying? That's always that Kagurabachi usually wins out in the week to week. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Normal time next Sunday. All right. I will catch you guys later. Peace.